All right, everyone. This is CEO Trades. Welcome. Today is March 14th, Sunday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are giving you today the answer to a very important question that people have been asking is where can I invest $1,000 today, right now? Where can I invest it? Well, I can't give you that answer directly, but if it were me, if I had $1,000 and I had to invest, let's take a few look at a few stocks that I would highly recommend. Number one, it's very important to know what are the top four companies in the world right now. And they are all in the tech industry. They are Apple, Alphabet for Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. Let me repeat them again. Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, and Microsoft. These are four companies right here, and we are currently looking at Apple. Apple is valued right now at $121 a share, which pretty much represents this line right here. Guess what? Apple is undervalued. Undervalued. Most analysts say that the stock is worth between 160 and $215 a share. That makes it close to $100 below its value. But it depends on certain information that's almost coming out. Number one, when are they releasing new products? I think this week that's coming up. They should be releasing new products unless they've changed their ideas. Number two, they're looking to hook up with an automaker where they can have the cars have a pre-installed Apple device. Wouldn't that be neat? Well, we're expecting that news to come out soon. So I don't know when exactly it's going to come out. They've had the chance to do it in the past and it hasn't happened. So right now the stock is worth $121 a share. If any of these things happen, boom, the stock will rise. I don't know how quickly. I don't know if it will be in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Does the stock normally stay up at these levels? Well, let's look right here. Look here on the left where I'm looking at right here, right? If we look at this even closely right here where I'm zooming in right now, you see it stays up in its highs for only a day. So anywhere or from this day right here to this day, to this day, to this day, I'd say you're okay taking in profits. Now, what does that mean? Well, there's no simple question, no simple answer to this question because it depends when you jump in. So let's say you jump in right now and it's $121 a share and it goes up to $145 a share. So that's a $24 share return. That's pretty good. Most people won't get that from investing with a company, which is what all these uh, experts want you to do is to invest their money for the long term. Well, that doesn't look like it's going to happen to in the long term. You can see that this is a roller coaster ride and it's going to hit up and then it's going to hit down. But it hit down in the last several 2 weeks, I believe, at least 2 weeks, but it's ready to go up. Why? Why is it ready to go up? Stimulus money is getting into the hands of the people right now. So as of tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even through Friday, people will be investing some of their money into stocks, trying to double it, triple it, and so on. So Apple's one of these stocks. If I had $1,000, I would park it right in there until it reaches 200 plus or more. All right. They're expecting that this company will go from a $2 billion company to a $3 billion company anytime soon, maybe in the next year or so. So this is one of those stocks that is well worth it. Now, another one of the stocks that I like that's also in the tech industry is NEO. NEO, I'm invested in. I believe I'm up around $5,000. I'm hoping that it gets to this 65 to $80 level, then I'd be up. Oof, it would go up another $20 a share. So I'd make $40 to $50,000 if it goes up. So just so you're aware, $1,000 would go a long way here. The stock is worth 45.50 right now. It's $20 undervalued. 20 $20 under its actual value. All right, if not more than that. right? F-Cell. F-Cell is a battery maker for the electric vehicles. This one's undervalued as well. It should go up to 30 or more in the next several days. I don't know when exactly, but that's what I'm betting on. That's what my investments are. Ride, dude. Ride is Lordstown Motors. They're getting ready to release a pickup truck, which I've seen really, really nice. I think many people who are lovers of pickup trucks would love to ride one of these vehicles. And you can see here that Ride has hit $31 share, 5 times in the last, what, 3 to 4 months probably? No, since September, even down here. So it looks like it's getting ready to take off because it's down here right now. It's worth at $14 a share, sorry, and it's going to take off. There was a shorting company, Hindenburg Research, that released some negative news in this company on Friday, and it dropped to $13.48. I was going to pick it up in here, and then all of a sudden it just went up too quickly for me. So I did not manage to invest in that at that rate. But as of tomorrow, I'm looking to invest in this company if I see the right move. Another company that competes with Ride is Ford. Ford is getting to release the electric version of their Ford 150, F-150. So get ready as this is getting ready to happen. Also, Ford has added 2 new members to their board, and those 2 new members are great grandchildren of the Ford family. They have been in the Ford company for many years, but now they're joining the board. Why? Because one of the parents is retiring from one of the members going in, and from the other one is the great granddaughter of Henry Ford, and she's going in as well. They both have experience. They both look to be promising for the company, and the company has not done wrong in having their own family members run it. So get ready as Ford. I love Ford. I'm invested in Ford. I'm up in Ford actually. I believe about 2,500 bucks or so. So that's good for me, and I believe that's a company to invest until it reaches at least $16 to $18 range. So just so you're aware, SIRC is one of these companies that I'm looking at. I don't see exactly where to come in yet, but I am looking at it. Maybe it's possible that I could jump in this week, but I'm not certain because I don't see a catalyst that would support my investment into jumping into this one right now. So I'm looking at it for another day or two, seeing if there is an opportunity or not, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. All right. One other company is GS. What is GS? Goldman Sachs. Why do I have Goldman Sachs here in here, a bank? Because this bank is attempting to get their application into your hands so that you can have General Motors and Apple access through their app so that you can invest through their banking system. This stock is worth $350 a share, $348 a share right now. You see that's the highest it's been. Is it going to go any higher? It probably will, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for me to invest that high, I mean, I'd rather it drop some before I go into there, just because in general, most companies don't stay at their highs for very, very long. They do tend to fall back a bit. So I might watch this, and if I see a 10 to 15% drop, maybe I'd go in, maybe not. And then one other company that I'd like to show you is General Motors. General Motors is also getting ready to release their electric vehicle as well, a Hummer, an electric Hummer. So that would be a great move. This one is worth $59.26 a share, and you can see it's maintained that high of an investment since January 15th, 1, 2, 3 peaks at around the same time, at around the same level of share value. And I believe it's ready to break through that. If it breaks through, this might run What is it dependent on? Just like every other company, on news. It depends on news, and it depends on the investors. Some investors will have hear really good news on these companies, and they'll go the opposite way. I've seen it many times. However, General Motors is a reliable company. I believe it's in it for the long run. I believe that the Hummer, as it comes out, will have a huge demand, especially since it's electric and it's not going to be a gas guzzler, just like the original versions were. So again, if I had a chance to invest in any of these companies, $1,000, all right, that's right, my picks right there. Those are my picks. I do have two other companies I wanted to show you that I just noticed here. One of them is Norwegian Cruise Lines. Now, the news goes back and forth on whether the cruise lines are going to open up for business. They're not opening up for business. They're opening up for business. People are anxious to get out there and travel. So expect this stock to make a comeback. They're starting out small throughout the world to do their cruises, but they're going to pick up in the next 30 to 60 days, I'd say. So if you're interested in investing here, I'd say it's well worth it. I'm in it. I picked up at $30 a share, and I consider that almost a 12% discount on its highs. So I believe that this stock will reach closer to to 36 to $38 a share in the next 30 to 60 days. So if I can see a $6 gain, a $6 per share gain, that's a 20% gain on what I've invested in. And the last company that I'd like to show you, I believe it's AGTC. This one I'm invested as well. This is a biotech company. Now, I didn't pick up a lot of shares. I think I have about 200 shares. I invested somewhere in here, $4 range, and it's up about 75 cents for me. So I'm expecting it to hit anywhere between low 8s and 9. So all I need is for the news that I'm expecting to come out to hit the market, and boom. Now, one other aspect to all these investments is that because the stimulus checks are in, people are going to be investing heavily on GameStop. GameStop, you can see right here, it's making a huge cup right here. Once this stock, which I believe is going to rise tomorrow to at least 400. I don't know if it's going to break more than that. It will depend. I believe it can break it. Why? Because the stimulus this time around is much more money than it has been in the past. And as well as the unemployment money is still going for those people who are collecting unemployment. So I expect this to hit at least 400, if not go to 500 and then make a drop. So be ready, be aware of this. Is this GameStop an investment for the long term? I do not think so. As you can see, it's flat from last year this time, flat, 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 flat. And if we look to 3 years back, I don't think there's been much movement, right? Yep, it's been flat. So to make an investment in GameStop, it's not worthwhile. Now to trade it, that's a different story. So if you're going to trade it, that's great. But to make an investment, I mean, for a daytime investment, it's actually known as trading it. So I recommend that you trade it. Don't keep it there for the long term. Long term meaning more than a few hours or even a few minutes. All right. What's the other stocks that are also moving? AMC, the movie theaters. The movie theaters, this is going to go up a little bit more. I don't know if it will drop at the market open. It usually does, but if it doesn't, it should hit somewhere around the $15 range. If it goes above to 20, that would be fabulous. But again, this is a one-day stock. I do not see it staying much higher than what I just mentioned, $15. Right now, it's worth $11.16 a share. If you stay in it to make anywhere from 5 to 20%, I think that's worthwhile right now. All right. And then the other one that's also being mentioned in that group is Express. Express, the clothing store. All right. Express moved to $14 a share, which is a very awesome move. but you can see the whole move of that stock is pretty much flat. So don't invest in these for the long term, but you can trade them for a few minutes if you're experienced. Most people are not experienced and they want to trade like the experienced traders. All right. A lot of the information that you need to know on these stocks, you're not going to learn in one day. It's unfortunate. I thought I knew everything when I started. You can trade immediately. However, but to learn the process, it takes time. It's going to take some patience. It's going to take some losses upon your bank account. So how do you avoid losses? Build your knowledge account, right? Your bank account can wait, because if you build your knowledge account, then your monetary account is going to increase immensely. That's it for today. This is CeoTrades signing off. Again, where should I invest $1,000? I just gave you a number of stocks that you can choose from, that I would choose from to invest my own money. Have a great evening. And until tomorrow morning, this is CeoTrades signing off.